is on Windows, we've given you a link for that as well, right? I think most of us are from Android background or done a lot of Android applications, and you guys should have the whole setup already there, right? So let's just dive into a few things, right? So the doc that I shared is what we'll be using to go ahead with all the steps and with uh, sharing all the steps that we want to do, right? For the whole co-learning session. So I'll before starting, right? I'll just tell you what I really valued. I mean, what I really liked about the co-learning session that's going to happen, right? So so this is not a session where I'm just going to send you guys, I mean, show you, do a presentation and then tell you guys what, okay, this is that. And so this is more of like a collaborative session where everyone is trying to learn things out from that on the internet. And so we'll give you a head start on where you should start and what you should be doing. But we would like everyone to collaborate uh, and try to be as engaged as possible to make this event a success, right? Also, so that will also help you be more, I mean, learn more and be more attentive on the whole throughout the whole session, right? Okay, cool. Let's just start with this things, right? On the doc, I'm just going to share a link now. So I think we've all went through the pre-event steps. Cool. Okay. So I would request you all to visit this link, which is start.ktor.io, right? Uh, so, so this is basically a project structure generator or the whole project template generator, which will allow you to basically select what all features that you want for your server project and everything. And so let me just quickly share my screen here. Uh, okay, so so as you can see here, so here you can configure the package name for your project, and you can also configure what version of Ktor we want. And yeah, before that, sorry, I didn't give you an intro on what is Ktor, right? Sorry, I'm bad at that. Cool. So Ktor is basically a framework like Spring Boot or any other framework that's something like in Python you have Django, I guess, right? So Ktor is also a framework like that for building server side, and it is also in a way you can also build client side applications with Ktor. But I have not explored the Ktor client part a lot. I know that it can be used for making network API calls and stuff in the Android side. But then Ktor server is what I've been looking into mostly. Ktor client, I know that it can be used for making API as a replacement for a networking library like Retrofit out there. But then not sure, really not sure what else they provide out there, right? But yeah, it's this is also something very new that I just jumped into. But then let's just get into the Ktor server here, right? So these guys wanted to basically replace Spring here, right? So as you can see here, Spring already has a very similar dashboard, which is where you can basically select what kind of build tool you want, what language you want to code in, and then everything, right? And also dependencies here. When you say dependencies, you can go ahead and select, I want to use GraphQL in my project, or I want to use Timeleaf for UI, or I want to have OAuth in my project. And so very similar to this, we also have a project generator. That is what we are seeing here, right? So here you can, as you can look here, you can see what is, you can alter what kind of build system you want to use. This is Gradle Kotlin or Gradle Groovy. So Gradle basically supports two languages. One is Groovy and then one is Kotlin. That's the only difference here. Other than that, we have Maven, which is also a commonly used build management system in Spring projects. And then we also can select what server we want. Okay, so we also have, we have Netty, Tomcat, Jetty, and then CIO, right? So I don't know what is CIO or Jetty. I've not used it, but I'm just going with the default params here, right, for the server. And then we also, this is the configuration thing. So where you can select how you want to configure your project, right? So you can either choose YAML file, or this OCon. I've not used that, but by the way, and we also can do all your configurations through code, right? Let's just stick with the YAML file for now, and so let's so to begin with, right, to just do a starter project, just go ahead and directly download the Ktor project from this whole thing. Uh, and I'll we'll also get, once you click on download, you'll also get what all you have to do or how you should start running the server out there, right? So once you guys try to unzip the whole zip file, and then try to run these two commands out there on your terminal, you should start seeing your server up and running, right? So I've not run it yet. So this is as simple as that. So yeah, does someone want to, meanwhile, while we are doing this, right, does someone want to tell what is a build system, and what is Gradle, what is Maven? I mean, how far you've been using, to someone who's very new to Gradle and Maven, right? It will be really helpful. I don't, as I said already, I don't want to be the only person who's going to teach everything here, right? I know that a lot of you are from Android background already, so since you would have already dealt with Gradle and things like. So yeah, please unmute yourself and just, yeah, someone, if someone is ready, please go ahead. Okay.
Uh, Ashangit.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, Satish.
So a Gradle is a build system. That means it is a configuration system to where we will configure what kind of things has to be we are going to use within our project, and it will Maven as well. It is a repository for downloading the dependencies. Maven, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I can add to this. So recently, when I started building some Android apps, so build dot Gradle is a very important thing. It's like there's two things. That is your Kotlin DSL. That says just Kotlin, and the other one is just build.gradle. And the one that uses Kotlin is build.gradle.kts. That's what I think of it. And yeah, that's base of it. You just need to implement all your dependencies into it. It's kind of like it's like a base file to extract everything from it. And every time you increase a version of it or you add something into it, let's say we have retrofit or something, even using let's say open maps api or something, you need to call it and then you need to do a sync. So only when it syncs, your other project's elements can use the stuff that's done in the Gradle. So this is my base of it. I'm still very new to this, so I could be wrong, but please correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the explanation, Akshay. So once again, let me just connect my headset here. Okay, did everyone download the project? If you guys have problems with setup, we are here to help you. Uh, Trishi would also be joining the call to help us with the setup and stuff. But then, yeah, until he comes, I'll be helping you guys out with that. Uh, just put a yes on the chat if you have, or just put a message like it's running on the chat if you have the whole setup done and if your server is up. Right. Meanwhile, I'll also download the project. Cool. That's it. Guys have all the setup done, right? So the funny thing is when I started with this whole session thing, and I was like, if Kotlin server is just going to start and spin up very easily like this, how long we've set up a 3 hour session, and how are we going to take this up, right? And that's when we introduced a lot of other stuff. We are not only just going to do a basic Kotlin server application. So it's more than that. We'll see how if we, if no one is blocked on the whole setup, we can move on as fast as possible to the next steps, right? So Anurag has it running. I think Sarvesh and Gopinath also has it running. Uh,
If you have trouble setting up, let us know so that we can help you out. You don't have to suffer in silence. We want all of you to build stuff. We want all of you to have things working on your laptop. And that's the whole point of co-learning.
Puram has an issue. Listed URL could not be retrieved. Ragram, is it possible for you to share your screen and show what's happening? Since it's your office laptop, I'm just concerned about that.
But I think I think I couldn't share.
Okay. Do you have a different laptop? Because without sharing, it'll be a little hard for us to help you out. But where are you getting this error?
I'm getting this
Oh,
in my browser.
okay, you're getting this in your browser. But did you run the Gradle commands out there? So as I showed you, share my screen again, right? So I'll just do the steps right away. So what you have to do is download the project. So I have.
I have already did some projects in Ktor, but I at the time I didn't get this kind of errors in my laptop.
Mhm, mhm.
I don't know why this occurs.
Okay. Yes. You do without sharing this. Right. Just do the same steps here. Okay. So by the way, if you have downloaded IntelliJ, please open the project with IntelliJ. So Bhavani, to answer the question that you had yesterday, right? Why not use VS Code? So what IntelliJ gives you out is it basically builds the whole project before even you want to start it up, right? So you can just directly say take this file application.kt, and you should just have your app running, right? So the Gradle build command that we saw, there were two commands, right? One was dot slash Gradle w build, and then one was dot slash Gradle w run, right? So Gradle w means it's the Gradle wrapper, uh, which is over here, and yeah. So this is the steps, Raghuram. So you're saying that you're not getting this log itself, is it?
Yes.
Are you
Uh, can you change the IP address to 127 or something?
sorry?
HTTP. Can you change the address to 127 or something?
Okay. That can be done through. Okay, you're running on a Windows, right?
No, I'm using Mac.
Sorry, you're using Mac.
Yeah.
Okay. Just don't remember where to change it. I know how to change the port number. One second. Just I've seen that on the board.
So you can change the port number through resources application.yaml, I think.
Yeah, that's what I've opened
Yes,
here.
we can change port number, but
Port
have
number
you checked?
can be changed. He wants to change the local IP address.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I tried that, but I couldn't.
How did you change the program on your side to 127.0.1? I know that IP address comes up when you run it through Windows.
Uh, 6 months ago, I have did some projects in Ktor. There I had worked in a application.conf file. Okay, with that file, I can easily change IP address and port number, but now I couldn't. I don't know why.
Okay, let's just try this out. Yeah, this is yeah. So I think that should also be possible on the application.yaml file 127.0.0.1. This is what you need, right?
Yeah, I have tried this once also, but I get error while running this. Okay, let me see. Run this code. We'll see.
I'll just try. One second. Yes, it is working. Run. But this is also up. I should kill both the apps. Any specific issue on your side? So you're not getting this responding at this message itself, is it?
Yes, I'm trying this also.
Okay. Rahul, it is working. There are 20 participants here. What's happening for the others? Yes, we can move on, but I want a response from the others. Okay, good. We almost have.
Yep. It's also trying. I'm trying to run it, and then it's just syncing stuff. I think it should be good. I can continue maybe from my side.
We have 8 people who was yes. Yeah, it was Akshay, right?
Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
Okay, good. So yeah, the grade. So usually, as you gave a good explanation there, so the Gradle build system, what it does is basically, let's say your project needs a particular library, or you want to use a fancy thing out there on the internet, which is like solving your problem, right? Take you want to include serialization, or you want to. I really don't. Uh, I'm just thinking of the Android way itself. So in Android, for example, we use, let's say I want to show a pie chart in my application, right? I just don't go ahead and write the whole code to basically build the whole pie chart. Instead, we normally try to use an existing library which gives me the whole set thing out there, right? So Gradle build system, what it does is, when you say I want to use this particular library, I can specify this library on my build.gradle, and and then what this does is, once you specify the library that you want in your build.gradle, it tries to fetch that particular library, and then it tries to add that to your project. And once the Gradle build step is done, you should be able to access whatever classes the library is going to provide you, or whatever API is providing you, right? So this is what a build system does. So for the Ktor project also, we are using something very similar. I'll just switch back to the project which has the. Let's switch back. So I'll switch back to the project which has the YAML configuration, because it's actually simple than the code configuration. It's easier to manage it there. Address is already in this, because this was not ended properly. Install Java. So the problem with not killing your server properly is, once you don't kill your server properly, what happens is it starts to run on the background, and you'll actually see the whole. So this is killed properly because I ended it properly. Okay. So if you encounter this problem like address already in use, just try to kill all the Java processes that are running in a mission, and we should be good to use the same port and the host out there, right? So, check back to Android Studio. Right. Go back to IntelliJ there. Okay. So if everyone is done with the setup, I think we should just take some time in understanding what is happening here, right? So as you guys can see here, uh, okay. So Bhavani, we usually not do a normal timer kind of thing, right? We start a timer, and we allow people to explore the whole
Yeah.
project, try to understand what's happening, right? Should we do that? Or because since we've taken a lot of time for debugging.
I let you decide that. You do what's best for
Okay.
this session.
So yeah, then we'll try to understand what is happening in this whole code, right? Let's just take 5 minutes on the clock, or yeah, 5 minutes should be enough, I guess, right? So because in this basic project, you just have application.module. This is a method out there. This is a extension function, by the way. So if you're very new to Kotlin, just Google what is extension functions, and try to understand how this works. If you're from a Java world, this is nothing but a static method out there. But then it's a little complicated to understand the whole part. But this is just like a normal function where you can. Uh, so let's say I have the string class, right? I want to have a method over the string class. How do you do that? You either extend the string class or have do something else, right? Let's say extract all case out there. I can't do. So let's or strip down all s, right? Strip is the character a, I'm saying. So I can put in my business logic here, and when I let's say I have a string out there, a, dot, I can just directly call my method, right? So this is what an extension function gives you, and this application module is also application.module is also an extension function. But the funny thing is, it says this method is not used, but I would like you guys to explore on how this is being initialized and how this is being formed, right? Let's just take 5 minutes. I'll probably start a timer here. Clock. Uh, what's the timer thing that you used last time, Bhavani? On your Mac?
Oh, I have something called Horo.
Sorry?
I have something called as Horo, Horo.
Hey, okay, you have a separate application.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think clock will have something also.
yeah, I know clock has it on your phone.
Timers, stopwatch.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Go for timer and then
Zoom thing was. uh,
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So in the first three
So-
lines of the import code, it says
Yeah.
star, star, star. Like usually in Python, we refrain against it. Do you guys still recommend it?
We do also mostly refrain against it, but this is something that the sample app gives you out. I think this basically brings in all the stuff that is needed here. But I believe only application is required here, right?
Okay.
So yeah, we also try to avoid dot stars in Kotlin as well, Kotlin and Java as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you guys have any doubts, post it on the chat. We could look at that, right? We could discuss over it. I just share the timer.
just wanted to ask you a question, Sangeet.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. So I just wanted to know, like, this timer is for questions, right? If we have any doubt on the project, right? Or
No.
some
So this timer is just for exploring the whole project out there. Since you download the whole project, and if you're, I think you're an Android developer, right? I think that's what.
right, right.
So you can basically explore the whole project and try to understand what is happening on the project. So take the class routing, right? So it has a get method, it has a call dot respond text and everything, right?
Right.
So just try to understand what is happening around that. You can just go ahead, Google what is Ktor server routing.
Mhm.
I'll also try to share some resources that might be helpful for you, right?
Okay.
So yeah. So this timer is just for that, just to explore the whole project and understand what is basically happening in the simple setup that we have right now.
Okay, got it.
By the way, there are a lot of other folders out here. So I didn't mention this for the non-Android or Kotlin books. So you have to basically focus on the main SRC folder and then whatever is under main Kotlin. And then for this project, yes, you have to also look at application.yaml and I don't know what is logback.xml. I think it's, yeah, we'll get to that. But then, yeah, you have to basically focus on this folder, just the three things here. So that's okay. Awesome. Program, it is working. What did you change, Ragram? What was the issue? Ragram?
I've changed something in application file. I added an embedded server and then I called a module. After that,
Oh,
I changed my port number and IP address to
okay.
1.
Okay.
Now it's okay.
What do you mean by embedded server? Because I just have not here.
I don't know. Uh, I I asked the ChatGPT. It's given.
Okay, nice. So you just asked ChatGPT to do that. Uh, can you share your application.yaml file content here on the chat just to look at what's there, right? Okay, so you have just changed your port number, right?
Yes.
So if I
Okay.
change my if I change my code, IntelliJ will automatically rebuild things.
Uh, I think at the moment, no.
Okay.
You might have to build it again, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. So mostly, what does IntelliJ do is, let's say there is a change in your build.gradle file, right? So it detects
We see
the
your clock.
change. Oh, okay, sorry. The clock is done. Let me just shut my desktop again. So whenever there is a new dependency added to your build.gradle, take I just did a change. I think it's just I don't know if there is an auto syncs on IntelliJ Community Edition.
Hmm.
So on Android Studio, we just get it out of the box. Let's check it or Mongo. What's the projects here? One second. Take this dependency, for example, which is not here, the auth one. Once you add it, tries to build, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. So what does it do is once you add the dependency, I think it'll try to build, download the whole dependency that you need, and it'll just keep it ready out there. Usually, we have a if there is any change to this build.gradle in Android when developing Android apps, we have a this IntelliJ ID itself detects we need a sync out there, right? So yeah, I think it's here. Okay, just went off. So you saw the button, right? The load Gradle changes. So what it does is basically rebuilds your project. Or else, in order to manually build it, just go to build and then click on build project. Right? That should also do the work. Okay. Does anyone want to take share your screen and try to explain the whole project?
Yeah, sure. I'll go ahead.
Cool.
So one second. I think I need to give access. 1 second.
You might want to restart your Zoom then. So, get the access.
Yeah, I need to restart my Zoom.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Netty is like an application server, is it?
Yes, very similar to Tomcat. So what do you guys use in Python, by the way?
The application server usually comes as a part of the respective framework that we use. Right?
Mm.
For example, in FastAPI, it's UVCon. Django has its own, and then Flask has its own.
Okay. So Tomcat was actually very famous with Spring projects. Netty is also something very new to me. I'm also very new to this. Yeah, go ahead, Amit.
Okay. So this application.kt, so the main thing is the application.yaml file, as in it tells you as in what's your port is and what module you have to use. So in here, you're given that, hey, I need to use this application dot module. So it will go to your project and look at where application.module is. That's why it's an extension function that is not being used, because it's used by the this YAML file to do stuff. And here you tell what all configuration that you need to do for the route. And it's on the route, you're telling that, hey, when you go to slash, give us a result of hello world.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Can you yeah, sorry, can you share again?
Yes, 1 second. Yeah.
Okay, so what is this weird symbol on line number 10?
So yeah, so this is called as suspend block, as in it's gonna say that this is gonna get called, but asynchronously, like
Correct.
yeah. So it's not gonna wait for the call; it's gonna let it go on another thread or a coroutine, and like the rest will continue. Yeah.
Yes. So what Ktor does is basically it tries to make use of the coroutines framework a lot, right? So in this case, this call.response text, respond text is a suspend function. And what it does is it just sends the response out to the source of the request, right? So yeah, so we generally use coroutines to basically do any kind of background threading operation. Let's say normally we are operating on the main thread, and let's say you want to switch to a background thread to process, do a image cropping kind of thing, or probably do a separate API call to fetch another server data, or do a database operation, right? All these things is something that we want to offload from the main thread out there, and mostly we try to keep the main thread unblocked and to serve other requests out there, right? So yeah, so Ktor is basically using the whole coroutines thing here, and additionally, so you can see that under routing we have this get method, right? So what does get and in the path slash means is that when you just directly go to the default home page, which is your host and then the port number, which is 0.0.0.0 and then 80.8080. So it is a basic get call, right? Any call, I mean, when you hit on 0.0.0.0 and port 8080 in your browser, it is actually making a get API request, right? So that is why you're seeing hello world in your browser. So in this, we have configured that if it is get and then the default path, you have to return with the text hello world. Okay. So in this, I mean, can you change that to, I mean, copy that and paste that, and you can also change that to can you copy the whole block, the get block alone, paste that, and change it to post, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So this basically defines the post request right now. So this is as simple as this, right? So now mostly you guys will be wondering, okay, now the server is running and I have get and post requests, right? So I think we're done, right? So this is where we were also really surprised to see that Kotlin running a Kotlin server app is as simple as this. Uh, okay, cool. So let's say you want to the main reason we wanted to do a session like this is because uh, let's say you are doing a pet project, or you want some data, some dummy data that you want to load to your mobile, or you want to host your own application server out there, right? So this is going to really help you out. Or maybe you are doing a startup. This uh, simple server setup thing is really going to help you out with getting your projects up and running, right? Okay, cool. Uh, so did everyone install a tool? Okay, NGRock. Yes. Did everyone install NGRock? I mean, do you have it on your system?
Yes, I have installed ngrok.
Okay. So previously NGRock was really very direct, where you can what does NGRock does is basically it exposes the local server that you have into a temporary temporary website where you can use that to basically it tunnels your local server into a uh, static server out there. So basically, it will give you a domain name, and you can actually access your local server from anywhere in the world, right? Uh, because when you are running your server locally in your system, what happens is basically you can't let's say you want to build a mobile application and you want your mobile application to communicate with your server, right? You can't do that. This the proper way of doing it is to build a jar out of this whole application and then to deploy it in a server. But the easiest way to just go ahead with temporary way to go ahead with deployment is using ngrok, right? Yeah, I mean, do you want to do that, or
Yeah, sure. Or if someone else is interested too, they can also maybe do it.
yeah. Yes. Can anyone else come forward and share their screen? I can help you out with the steps, by the way. Okay, this is too silent.
I will volunteer then. There is no one.
Okay,
But I
go
don't
ahead.
think I have ngrok installed. I don't know.
Should
It's
take
taking a long time.
very less time.
Yeah. ngrok. Please be ready. Yeah, it's there. But it's an older version.
That should be fine.
All right. Just 1 second.
Just try to install using Groove.
Stop.
So, okay, so this link, I'm just going to share that on the doc. It's already there. Okay, so go to ngrok, download, and then. So ngrok also requires you to basically add a access token. So if you log in into your ngrok account, you will get a access token for you. Just copy that access token, and there is a command to basically add that access token to your local ngrok CLI app out there.
Okay, they've
Once
changed
you're
so
done-
much, is it?
Oh, sorry.
They've changed all that, is it? Like,
Oh, yeah. It's not the basic ngrok that we used to have, right?
Oh.
So I think they're just restricting things with the access tokens now.
Let's see. This, since it's an old version, let me see. This is all you want to do, right?
Yes. Okay. If this is up and running, very good. It's forwarding to TCP 0.10. I don't know how that works. I used to get a HTTPS.
And let's see. HTTP. HTTP 8080.
So you have to on ngrok when you are
Um,
typing in the command ngrok HTTP, just mention the port number that we are using, right?
Yeah.
So it is 8080 for most of the second. If you've changed it to something else, then yeah, please use that.
Works. Oh,
Okay, awesome. Just click on the link and just
yeah.
see that
I
and
think
opens your browser.
this is me. It
Awesome.
did. Yeah. I think having older version helps here. I don't have to do all the complicated stuff.
Awesome.
Hey Sangeet,
Yes, Pinky.
I've downloaded the ngrok, but I'm having some issue in installing.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah, one sec.
Hey, Sultan, yes, we don't need the token part. I think with the latest ngrok thing that I tried yesterday, it doesn't let you tunnel in your local host application out without access token.
Yeah, can you see my screen?
Oh, yeah, sorry. So
So,
you downloaded.
yeah,
So
I
do you
have
have
downloaded.
Groove in your machine?
Yeah, I think I have.
Okay. Can you can you go back to the page, the download page? Yeah? No, the ngrok website.
Okay.
go up. Mac OS. So here you have brew install ngrok.
Yeah.
Yeah. You downloaded the zip file, is it?
Yeah, I downloaded.
Okay. Okay. So this is the other way to do it.
Okay.
Awesome. So just go ahead with the other steps, and I think you should be good.
Okay. I'll check. Thanks.
Cool. Awesome. If you're done with ngrok, just type in hashtag ngrok on the chat. Awesome. Meanwhile, I'll share some.
Sangeet?
Hey. Yes, Satish.
Satish.
Yes, Satish.
I am facing one issue. When I set up Ktor, I need to run the Gradle W run command, right?
Correct.
When I run the command, it is stuck with 83% for a long time. So it is not
Okay.
moving forward, and so that I could not run the run command.
Okay. Okay.
So
Can you try timing out? Just trying to download your dependencies.
Satish,
yes,
sorry to interrupt. Like, yeah, I also got the same 83% stuck. I just
yes,
stopped in the terminal and just go back to IntelliJ IDE and start running that application
a
KT
terminal.
file. So,
Okay.
not in terminal, just in
Okay.
the IDE UI. So it will works.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
after 83%, the site will up in the local host, but in the terminal, it's still in 83%.
Okay. 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 Got it. Thank you, Sultan. I will try.
Okay, cool. So I am sharing another link on the doc, on the Google Doc that I shared initially. So this basically has whatever we just did, and also it has additional things that you want to explore, right? So you can basically go ahead and change the port if you want. You can also try to uh, return static content out there. Quickly share and show it. So if you can see here, this is to basically share static content. When I say static content, I think here the HTML content is what I mean, right? So you can basically return this whole HTML file from your server. So let's say what we are going to do is I'm just going to try it right away. The right one. So what we have to do is go to resources and then just give a directory. Let's take to HTML, right? And then just paste uh, first one HTML and then save it, right? So let's say you have HTML files in your servers, so right? You want to serve HTML files from a server, then you just have to add this line to your routing. So we just go to routing and then static resources, just import that. Importing all the HTTP content, but if you just do static resources, that should also be fine, right? Just do that, and you can also configure the remote path. Here in this case, I have started with HTML, and the package name is something that you have to specify here, right? So whatever is under resources, just specify the package name here. And if you want a different remote path in the future or just right now, you can just do that as well. So just saving this. The build thing. Build and then just application. Right. So I have my code running, and then now I do HTML. Okay. Test. So you guys should also see this HTML page up and running. So this is an additional thing that you guys can try out. Just type in hashtag HTML if you're done with this step, right? Okay. Cool. So this also has things for registering how you want to handle errors in the application, right? So usually apps out there, what happens is we want to sometimes give out custom errors out there, right? So let's say something breaks down in the application, and we just want to not tell an internal exception or log that is happening to the users, right? So all this can be done through this set of steps that is present at the end. Register error handlers. So we let's not get to that part. So other thing about this is you can also write test cases out there, right? So I think this doesn't have test cases. Yes. Okay, I'm not seeing any comments for hashtag HTML. How's that going?
I just fed HTML from the route itself, but didn't do it as an HTML file. That's what I'm trying to do right now.
Maybe just last year.
Yeah, I just skipped one step and went to the next link by mistake.
Okay. Awesome. It's just 11 and we've done almost all the basic steps needed, right? Okay. Anurag has done it. Okay, Ringy, did it work for you? The NG rock thing?
I need to generate token, right?
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it got installed, but I
Okay,
need
you
to
have to sign
generate
up
token.
and just
Yeah, I'm just trying out the HTML first.
okay. Good. Yeah, by the way, if you're having issues with ngrok, please keep that for now. Let's just go ahead with other stuff, right? ngrok is just to expose your code out there. We can do that at the end, or if you have any issues around that, we can uh, look at that at the end. Okay. Hey, Satish, what's your update on the build issue that you had?
Sangeet, still that issue happened. In I ran the application getty file as well in the IntelliJ. The build failed issue I'm getting.
Any specific log out there?
Just a
Can you
minute.
share your screen?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Sarvesh has a question here. What is Ktor version? So as we initially told, right? So Ktor is the framework that we are using for. Okay, 1 second. Satish is sharing the screen. But I'll just answer the question that Sarvesh has here. So Ktor is the framework that we are using for having our server app for building our server app, and so the build.gradle file has the Ktor version specified there. Just that the Ktor has different versions out there. So probably what you are looking at is the plugin version. So there are two things. There are Gradle plugins, and then there are Gradle dependencies. Maybe you could just Google or ask ChatGPT about what's the difference between the two, right? Just try to understand what is a Gradle plugin and what is Gradle dependency, normal dependency out there. Cool. Yeah. Second. Can I go up, Satish? All the way up. So it says address already in use, right? This is the error that you got right now, right? So it is trying to run. So did Gradle w/space build complete for you?
Yes. In terminal itself, it's done.
Okay. Can you go there? Just hit on the stop button at the top. Probably hit on it again. Stop all. Yes. Awesome. Can you try to run it again?
Here.
You can click on that, or yes, your application has started. You can go to yeah. You can click on this link. Will take you to the thing.
Okay. Now.
Okay. I think you're lagging behind a little bit. So we did explore what's going on here on the code, and we also tried out the HTML thing. So I've shared a link on the doc. Just scroll down to the bottom. So you'll see how to add static resources out there.
This one, right?
Yeah.
This thing.
There are steps to basically. Okay, you have added it.
I have added the test HTML file, but here I missed how to set up the path and call that test.html file. Where it is?
Yeah, that's the one. The static resources.
This is the one, right?
Yeah.
No, it's
no, there. on step 2. So just go
Step
back there.
2, right? Step 2.
Add the line below. Yeah.
This one, huh?
Yes.
Where it is. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Shall I reference the?
Yeah. So basically, can you go back? So you just gave the path as /content and the package as my content, right? But you don't have a packages. So the
Okay. Here, this is
name that
HTML,
is there
right?
under resources.
HTML,
That
right?
can be anything. That can be anything, but just specify the base package properly.
Okay.
HTML.
Okay. This base package is what should I replace it with?
HTML. It has to be HTML.
HTML, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just stop the server properly and then rerun it so that you don't have the address.
So now I have to rerun that application, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just go to /HTML and so on your browser.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
/HTML.
And then /test.html.
Test.
And you should have your HTML file up and running.
Okay. Got it.
Yes.
So
awesome.
What it is telling static resource means what is it means basic package.
So basically let's say this is a server application, right?
Okay.
So when we want to serve static resources like a HTML file or
okay.
Or let's say we want to share something like a image in your server, right?
Okay.
From your so there are a lot of things that you want to share to let's say to your mobile app or any other thing, right? So sometimes, so take for example, we have a JSON file that
yes,
which is a configuration file that we want to share, which is going to be just a static content, and it doesn't have any it doesn't need any special thing out there, right? Special processing out there. So what you can do is have that configuration file placed under your resources folder, and you can just use a server to serve that file to your clients, right?
Okay. So this is the path, right? The HTML path. And what is this one? This is a type of the content.
No, this is the when we say base package, is just pointing to your folder out there. The remote path is something that you can change, right? You can even use web app /web app out there, and it will work.
Okay. So this is the this can be anything, right?
Yeah, this can be anything, and the base package has to be the folder name.
Folder name. Okay, got it. Okay. Thank you, Shangit.
Awesome.
I'm stopping.
Yeah, please.
Thank you.
Awesome. We'll have a lot of HTMLs as well, right? That was a question, I think. Right there. I'm not seeing a lot of people responding, but staying silent. If there is anything or any issues out there, please feel free to just open up and collaborate.
Yes, I am facing one issue, Shangit. Actually, not able to not able to run this ng-rock. Actually, not able to install it because some brew command is not found in my system. And other than that, I just run this HTML part, and it's working fine on the browser.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So ngrok is something that we can do at the very end as well. Let's just not try to waste time on that. It's just exposing your app out there. Just
Right.
try to do brew update and try the ngrok install steps again, and most probably it should work.
Sure.
Is there someone on Windows and are things running fine? Because I did try things on Windows yesterday and it was up and running.
Yeah,
But,
for us, like for me on Windows, it's working fine.
cool.
On like both ngrok and HTML thing.
Awesome. Awesome.
I may be one step ahead of this. I'm trying to send a JSON response and then breaking my head over it. Are we gonna cover that sometime?
Yes, we can do that. So can you share and show what's happening?
So I was trying to do content type and then I'm trying to do an object. I also try to make this a string
Mhm.
and then pass, but I think it's sending it as actually it was the other way around. Anyways, but this is where I am.
Okay. Probably you can get help from ChatGPT for this, but then
Okay.
1 second. So the exact thing, even I just don't remember. Or just copy a JSON file from
Shall I?
somewhere else and try to paste it under double quotes. So it will do all the slash and formatting, the escape sequence that you need. So
Okay.
just
So
or maybe just copy this whole thing.
which one? This one.
The JSON alone.
Okay.
That's after double quotes. Yes. Cut. Just cut that.
Yeah.
And then just put double quotes and then paste it. Yes.
Oh,
Now
nice.
it will
Okay, I like
do all
intelligent.
the escaping. Yes.
Cool. No, let's try. I also figured out how to do auto reloading, but I don't know whether it's working or not. Like I did a bunch of things for auto reloading. Here,
What do you mean by auto reloading here?
I enabled development and I did watch these. I found it in the documentation.
Interesting. So can you explain what is watch? Because even I didn't explore those things. But then yeah, please. So go ahead.
Do you want me to explain?
Yeah.
Okay, so watch is something that I don't know. I do it in Python. Like you can watch a particular folder and changes in that folder. And when the changes happen, I assume here it's going to rebuild it. And for that to work, you should also have development enabled. So here you will see somewhere like your development is enabled, and that's why you see all of these. And it's also saying like it's watching all these folders. So if you make any changes over there, that change is also going to reflect on your server. At least it should restart it. This is my assumption. Let's see. I just set this up, but I don't know whether it's working or not. Application.kt, no, not routing. Content.
Just change the content, that JSON content.
Yeah. .html. No, it didn't change. I'm also watching that. Let's see.
So what I also try to do the same. So what helped me do it is like on the build, recompiling helps. Just as if you recompile the single file, then it's going to make the change.
So I think what Bhavan is trying to do is this is a thing like auto reload on
Yeah.
Android, right?
Yeah.
So I think it'll basically stop your server and try to rerun the whole thing.
Yeah.
I believe. I think it's
Pavani, Pavani, can you try saving the file by command S? Like I think in PHP, the framework, the auto, I mean, by saving the thing, the auto reload will work. I'm not sure in Ktor.
think.
So IntelliJ does the saving part mostly. So it just auto saves most of the files out there.
Yeah.
But I can see like if I make this false, right? it will be like, hey, your development is not up, so I'm not going to restart anything for you. Bye. That's what it does. See, auto reload is disabled, development is off, all this. If I only enable this, it's going to watch everything. So I think I'm closer, but not there yet.
So from what I understood is like what we're watching now is the classes. So basically, like it's looking at the build files for so unless you so even if you do if development is false, and even if you recompile, the changes are not going to happen.
Yes.
But if development is true and changes happen to the this build classes, it's gonna give the output. So I'm
Build
just figuring
classes meaning
this Kotlin outputs classes.
Should we build this then?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the docs too, like to figure it out.
Okay.
It's okay. We don't have to waste time on this. We can move forward. I will.
It's just a nice to have.
Yeah, it's nice to have rather than rebuilding every time, no?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing.
Awesome. If everyone is done, sorry. Rahul had an issue with NG-Rock. I think we can take care of later.
Quick pulse check as to where you guys want to go from here. Where are you and where do you want to go from here? For example, I did this JSON thing because I was obsessed with it. Something like that.
Yeah, if you're just done with all the things, so good. But yeah, if there are different things that we want to explore, we can do that. I have something on the agenda. Anything interesting that you guys want to try on the server application? Okay, I'll just go ahead with giving you guys two options, right? So one is exploring how to set up a database connection and how to do basic CRUD operations. It is also very simple with the Ktor project, uh, uh, with the Ktor framework. And there is another option where we want to try, we can try setting up OAuth 2.0 in your server applications, like guarding all your APIs with OAuth 2.0. To be frank, I have tried out the database setup things, but then I haven't explored the OAuth 2.0 setup yet. So I'll also be exploring the whole thing and trying it out along with you guys. So yeah, if you want the DB thing, if you want to try out the DB thing, let's just do hashtag DB, or do we have a poll kind of thing here in Zoom? I don't think. Right?
I've been trying to do that, but unfortunately, no. So I'm going to put Team DB and Team OAuth. We can just use emotions here to see which team we belong to.
Oh, okay, good. I just go ahead with Team DB. He's getting a lot of traction here.
Who doesn't like a good DB?
Yeah. Yeah. We want all 19 votes to be casted. Well, votes.
And also, by the way, I figured out the auto building part. So you should not use Gradle build. You have to pass one more flag to it so that it will automatically build. So,
Can you share a screen and show?
yeah.
We have 13 votes so far, and we have 19 people. Okay.
So yeah, I'll just cancel this one sec. So instead of doing the normal Gradle build, you have to pass this flag /t to it. So when you do that, just gonna waiting for changes input files.
Oh.
Then you can wait. Then you can do this Gradle run stuff. Yeah, and then so right now this is the output, and if I go something to world, and yeah, it changed.
Nice, thank you, Savior.
So yeah, I mean, can you go back to IntelliJ? I just want to share us here. Okay. So can you click on the current file at the top? Check what was this current file? Yes. So click on edit configurations. So click on add new. You can click on Gradle.
Yeah.
So what IntelliJ allows you to do is basically configure all these tasks that you want to, custom tasks that you want to run in your, I mean, you can save these configurations over here, and you can basically, so under run, what you can do is the build thing, the custom build thing that you just told, right? With -t. Can you do that? -t, and then you don't have to specify Gradle W, by the way. Just do -t and then build.
Okay.
So it says Ktor sample, and then build with auto reload. You can tell it in the name.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Not, you don't have to be too descriptive, but then yeah, the name can be anything out there, right? And once when you apply this, apply and then click on OK.
Okay.
And if you want to do the command again, just select this task from the top and then hit on the play run button, and you should have your task running up and running.
Cool. I'll just cancel this. And yeah.
Oh, this is cool.
Just listening for changes.
This is damn cool. Exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. While change hello world.
Okay, cool. So we have over 16 votes. Team DB takes lead here. We'll also see if we can get to the work part. It's about how fast we are completing the whole thing, right? Total vote count is 16, and 3 people don't want to vote. Oh, okay. One is me. I voted. Bhavani, did you vote?
I did. I'm on
Okay,
Team DB.
Okay.
Keeping the scale still.
Okay. Fine. So I'm just taking that as a nota vote, where I think they are okay with any topic out here. Cool. Just moving on. So coming back to project setup for the database, right? So by the way, the auto reload thing is something nice to have. If you guys want to try it out, please do get help from Amin or Bhavani on the chat. they'll help you out with setting up that. And yeah, that's one thing. So for the database part, so what we are going to do is go back to our project setup, the Ktor starter initializer thing again, right? Let me just quickly share my screen here. Yes, and right, and then everything is going to be same, just that we are going to scroll down and just add MongoDB to this, right? So when you add the plugin MongoDB, it adds 4 dependencies out there. One is MongoDB, one is routing, one is serialization, and content negotiation. So what is MongoDB? This is for the MongoDB library, and then serialization is basically for converting your as a library for just converting your JSON into a class file, and then the other way around, a class file into a JSON. And then we also have this routing thing. I just don't know what it is. Let's just look at that. But then content negotiation is something that helps you out with when you're communicating with an external server out there. I think this library is something that you need, right? Once you click on MongoDB, add MongoDB, I think you should have that up. So okay, this is just a remove it, and then click on download again, right? Just go ahead with the same set of steps. I think this doesn't have the whole explanation for the MongoDB setup, but we'll help you out with it, right? So once you guys are done downloading the project, try to build the project and tell me what's happening, right? I'm just going to stop sharing. If you guys face any issues or anything with building the project, just let me know.
Can we also put the 3 things that we need to add on the document?
Oh, the 3 things meaning?
The Mongo.
Oh, just select Mongo under plugins and we should be good. Just click on
Okay.
add Mongo and we should be good.
So, what are the dependencies you have to select from the Ktor?
Oh, just Mongo. Just click on Mongo and it will add all the necessary dependencies. Let me just share it again. So I'm just freshly going to this website, hitting reload here. So there's nothing selected, no plugin selected. I'm just searching. You can search for Mongo. And under databases, we have MongoDB. Click on add, right? And this will add all the dependencies. And after that, click on download, right?
Okay. Okay.
So once you do that, it will be the same set of steps. Once you download your project, open it on IntelliJ, and try to do Gradle .gradle w and then build.
Okay. So instead of doing creating another project, can we add the dependencies in the existing one? Is it possible, or
It is possible. We can do that. But what this whole start thing gives you is basically it gives you samples as well. So, and especially for MongoDB, all the basic CRUD operations is all mostly up and running out there. So it will be easier for us to navigate through the
okay?
whole thing, right?
Got it.
We can do that, but it will take a lot of time. So since we
Yeah.
are on a time crunch, we are doing this.
Okay. So it should have the template of what the CRUD operation,
Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Cool. So, by the way, it's we are almost in the mid of the session. We can take. I'll just start a timer again here. We can take a 5-minute break. Just become free, and then try to get back on setting up the whole thing and put your, if you have any issues around with Gradle W's build, just put that on the chat. We'll discuss. Right? Just 5 minutes on the clock. Okay. Cool.
Are we taking a stretch break?
Yes.
Cool.
Since we are in the middle of the session, I thought it'll be helpful
Yeah.
for everyone.
This is good.
Just hydrate yourself. Right?
Hydrate yourself. Stretch your body. Relax your eyes. Be right back.
Sangeet, can you share the link? I could not find the link in the document. The Mongo.
For no, this is the same link that we initially did, Satish.
Okay.
So let me just share my screen again.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Then. Hope everyone is back right now. Just put a thumbs up for the message #back and just go ahead and start. Oh, nice. I'll start it with you. Just put a thumbs up on someone's message. That is also fine. Oh, I did send a direct message to Mubarak Mohiddin alone. That is why my #back was not there. Sorry. Okay, cool. Did anyone try /gradle w and space build? What's happening? Any issues around that?
I tried running it, and what happened was I was not able to build the app itself. It says build failed. I've been facing this for many times also before, even like for my app development. The thing is, it says Gradle 9. I don't even use Gradle 9. I'm using like 8.4 or 5. I don't know what issue I'm facing.
Oh, so the initial setup is you're lagging on the initial setup, is it?
Actually, I got the Hello World running in the with the local thing, and when I set it up again for this with the MongoDB, I'm not able to set it up again.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah, sure. I don't have the option to share the screen actually.
Oh, yeah. Bhavani, it is enabled for everyone.
Yeah, it's enabled for everyone.
Um,
It's
okay.
very common for everyone to get an error while building, but then
Okay, I'm actually not even having the option to share the screen.
Weird.
okay. Did someone else get the error? Can you guys share your screen? Just can we upload screenshots? Yes.
Yeah, I'll try uploading a screenshot maybe.
Yeah, just add a screenshot on the Zoom chat.
Yeah, sure.
Do we need to install MongoDB server in the local? Or?
Yes, Bharat. You are right. So basically, in order to get past the error, we have to download the MongoDB server. I will share the link to download the MongoDB server on the doc. So we are going to make use of the MongoDB Community Edition, right? So Community Edition. The link is on the doc. So just try to install the MongoDB server. So there are two things. One is, oh, shoot. I forgot to mention this. MongoDB actually needs Xcode on your system. Xcode command line tools. Just run that step. It'll be available on the MongoDB installation steps itself. So you have to run this additionally before even trying to install MongoDB, right? Just putting it here in the chat as well. This might take some time for a few people. And in the meantime, if someone has things installed, just let me know. So once Xcode is installed, try running brew tab MongoDB/brew, right? Will help you build, download MongoDB CLI2. I'm also going to do that. So I will share my screen and continue on this. Right. So it usually tries to run a test out there, and then it tries to and it fails mostly, right? So what this test does is it's trying to do a get on the default thing, and it's trying to see if the status code is okay, but then it is failing because Mongo isn't installed, and we are getting a Mongo timeout exception. Akshay, are you getting the same issue?
Actually, the reason I couldn't share the screen was I was using the web version of Zoom.
Okay.
I just installed the Zoom for PC. Now I can share the screen.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Right. Please go.
Shangit, I actually tried, but instead of build file, my server is almost like started, and after a few minutes, like I got a timeout error of 30,000 milliseconds. Then only it stopped, like timeout exception for
So
MongoDB.
does it say a Mongo timeout exception?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what's happening is it is trying to download.
Connect.
It is trying to connect with MongoDB server in your machine, and it is failing, right? So for that, try to install MongoDB first, and then so with the link that I've shared in the doc, so you can go there and see all the steps to install MongoDB. So just try to go ahead, follow the steps. So there are 3 steps: brew tab MongoDB/brew, brew update, and then brew install MongoDB, right? Once you have that, there is if you scroll down a little bit, there is a thing to basically run the command to basically run the MongoDB community edition. Just do that, and you should see your build when running.
Yeah, sure. Like, yeah, I'm using Windows. Like, I have that MSI application downloaded, so I'm just going with that.
Cool.
Yep. Can you see the screen?
Yes, I can see it. So
it keeps saying build failed.
Yeah, can you go up? Go all the way up. All the way. Yeah. So as you can see here, right? So this is all just Mongo exceptions, right? So we don't have the Mongo server set up on your device. That is why this is failing. So just kill all these tasks and then try to install Mongo. Start the Mongo server and then try to run this.
Yeah, sure. And any help for this, the building stuff? Because last time I don't know what I did for my other project. I'll just close this project.
We'll just fix the Mongo issue first and see
Okay, sure. That's fine. Yeah.
that's happening. opening again, right? Here on Windows. Okay. We'll see what's the issue then. If that is, I don't know if it is a warning or an error. If it is a warning, I think we can ignore it. Safe to ignore. Okay, did anyone get homebrew?
I have a very outdated homebrew as well, so I'm getting a ton of issues there. I have to restart my system for a software update. So what I'm going to do instead is run a Docker Mongo and use that as my local.
Okay, okay.
If any
Do we need, sorry, like, do we need to use like select the configuration for like MongoDB as a service or just MongoDB? So it's asking like run as a network user or run as a local domain user.
Sorry, Sultan, can you repeat that?
Yeah, it's asking like how to install MongoDB as a service or just MongoDB. So it's like two different, showing like two different options to install. So that's why I'm asking.
So I think
which.
you should select the local version thing. You don't have to go to the remote thing.
Yeah, okay.
Can you share your screen because I just don't
Yeah, sure.
remember seeing it on.
Just a second.
Okay, we have Trishi here on the call. Hey, Trishi. Here. Okay. Okay. Run service as a local domain or user. Yes. I think you can just go ahead with the local thing. Yes, just go ahead with it.
Hello, Trishi, bro.
Well, someone noticed. I'm sorry for joining late, guys. I hope it's been going good.
Yes.
Hi, Rishi. We've been missing you.
Hi, Pavadi. Yeah, I missed the intro and first half an hour. No, first 1 hour.
Yeah.
Actually, 2 hours.
You wanna introduce yourself to the team?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe let me do that after I turn on my camera. Just a second.
Okay.
I'm getting this application already in use. I think I haven't added something wrong.
Or maybe you've not killed your existing Mongo server that we started yesterday.
Maybe. I don't know whether it's for the application or Mongo. Actually, let me share my screen. Example. You see this?
Oh, yes. So this is for the application, Bhavani.
This is for the application where it's running though.
Correct. It didn't stop properly. Just click on the three dot icon at the top. Yeah, that's
this one.
That's a stop. Yeah. Yeah, or the three dot at the top. There's this current file, the tasks. Click on that. There's no stop option there, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. The weird thing about this is I think the server starts to run, and if you don't stop it properly, yeah, 1 minute, Sarvesh. I'll just we'll just figure out the issue here. Just open your activity monitor and then kill all the Java processes out there, Bhavani.
My spotlight is also.
So if you don't properly kill your server, it'll be running on the background.
I'll do that.
Yeah. Once you do that and then try to start your server again, it should be up and running.
Sure.
Right. Yeah. Sarvesh, do you want to share a screen?
Yes.
Yeah, by the way, if you guys are done with
This is
Mongo installation, just put hashtag Mongo on the chat. Yeah, go ahead, Sarvesh. Command failed with error. Collection already exists. My database. Okay, interesting. So did you install the Mongo server?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes, sir. I think MongoDB already installed laptop.
Okay. So we want to first clear out the existing collection out there. But let's do one thing, right? So in order to basically connect with the MongoDB server that we have and view all the documents. So in MongoDB, it's not a table or something, right? So we have JSONs and then we call it documents, right? So in order to view that, we have something called as Mongo Compass. So what you guys can do is try to download Mongo Compass out there. Just Google for Mongo Compass and you should get this.
Okay, sir. Okay.
We'll see if we can delete the existing thing and try to rerun this. I'm not sure if it is just conflicting with something here. Did you try to run it multiple times? It should just work.
When I am first time, then sir, it is run. After that, this error comes.
Avoid writing double startup. Probably. So most probably I think you do have an application running and it's connected with your MongoDB connection, I believe. Just go up. Hello. What's this? Go up. More. Up. All the way up. Desktop, please. It's just the same thing. Full response. Yes. Okay, we'll get to this, but just download Mongo Compass and then try to
Okay, sir.
let's see if there is any issue. Let's see. We'll clear the database and then we'll recreate database. This is the first time you are using Mongo, or have you used it before?
Sir, I already use Mongo in my when I'm developing backend with Node.js. That I'm
Oh,
also
okay.
already installed.
Probably, I think it's conflicting with the collection that's already there in your system. So
Okay,
if
sir.
it's okay to remove that, we can remove that. But then, or you can change the names here. So just go to configure databases. Try to just explore the code and just give it different names. Sarvesh, that should also work.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Cool. Let me just see. Yeah, you can download. Xcode app is too outdated. Having issues. I did try the whole setup on my laptop, but I just wanted to keep it clean on my desktop.
Sangeet, I was wondering if we can have this repository posted in our GitHub org.
Yes, we can do that.
Yeah, because anyone who's not up to date with the code can also catch up to it, just in case.
Oh, so Rishi, so basically, what we are trying is, so what Ktor allows you to do is, it gives you the whole project template out there, right? With samples. So that is what we are trying to run.
We are playing with the samples right now.
Code. Yes. So this doc that I've shared on the chat has all the links to the samples and everything, the sample links and everything, right?
Cool.
Just make it steps, not steps one. So
Hey, Shangit.
Yeah.
So I like tried to download the MongoDB and like it downloaded all the dependencies, and at last like it says you can install ADB from Homebrew Cask. Let me share my screen and say you.
ADB is
Yeah, it's I think it downloaded everything, a bunch of stuff, and it says like Homebrew Cask. Irrespective of this, I try to run the our MongoDB Ktor app, but still I'm having the same issue. I cleared the Java stuff in our activity
so this is
monitor.
a different issue, Bringy. So what you're having is a Mongo timeout exception, which means your Mongo server is not up and running, right?
Okay.
So you have to
I
first.
have Compass also.
Okay, so go to Compass. So it says error connection refused, right? Which means you haven't started your Mongo server. So first you have to run the command to start your server. Just go to the initial link that I shared. The other link. Just go to the docs. Yes, go to that. Yeah, if you guys are stuck with the steps, just follow what Ringy is doing. Right? So did you do brew tab MongoDB?
Yeah, I did this. Yeah.
Okay. That is successfully done. Right?
Yeah, this is successfully, and brew is also updated, and while running this command, a bunch of downloads went through this one, and at last ended this way.
There is one command to run the service as well. Just scroll the page. You will
Yes. If this is successful, I just want to verify that is successful, right? Go to the terminal, just go down, down, all the way down.
Okay. This is
okay. I think things have been installed. Just let's just try to start your Mongo server, right? Go back to the thing. Run. Go scroll down. Under run MongoDB community edition, we have brew services start MongoDB. This one, right? This first command. Just copy that and run it. Okay. So these are the exact steps you have to do to start your server. So now your server has been started successfully. Now if you go to Mongo Compass, and click on connect. Yes, you are connected. And under go to local. So yeah, okay. So this is all just default things that comes up with your Mongo setup. If you run your, you have 3 databases now. So if you run your, sorry, one second. There was a kid in there. Okay, cool. So if you run your application, you should start seeing another database out there.
Okay, I can
just do Gradle build again. No, you don't have to quit it.
Oh, I don't want to kill Java.
It is. It's already.
Or I can run the app separate.
Yeah, just do build once. Go to.
Okay.
Awesome. Now you can start your server. On the application Java to accept yes, might want to follow. Okay, cool. Now your server is up and running. If you go to Mongo Compass now, I think you may want to refresh. Just do a command. Click on the sync icon at databases. Yeah, you have my database, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. And this is empty. Cool. If you guys have done this whole setup, what just Bringy did, just do #Mongo on the chat. We just have 2 #Mongos. Awesome. Myself haven't done it.
Hey Shangit, just to understand the MongoDB thing. So MongoDB, like we install the DB, right? And the last command which I've shown you and we ran, right? So that is like starting up the separate server for DB or kind of?
Yes. So basically it is starting a separate server to spin up your database, right? So I think for most of the databases out there, we do want we do have to run separate servers. Am I right, Bhavani, or someone from who has server knowledge already? So usually it is MySQL or Postgres or something we run, and it has to be a separate server that has to run.
Yeah. So the process you have to start separately. That's what you are doing by like brew service start. Like it's a service that you have to start. It runs as a background process. Similarly, if you're using Ubuntu, you'll have systemctl related queries. So you installed it, but it's like running the application again.
I'm just curious that whether it's a server or just normal like system service starting kind of stuff within the DB itself.
It is. I think it is a server because it has its own separate host and then the port number as well. So it is very similar to what we just ran before, right? So we had our system up and running, right? So MongoDB as an you should think of MongoDB as a separate server application wherein they help you to basically use their framework to basically add data to I mean dump data in their database and then retrieve it whenever you want. So that itself is a separate server application, and that is hosted internally in our system, right?
Okay. Thanks.
Oh, Rishi,
Yep.
give your intro.
Yeah. Too much into the session, everyone.
Yeah.
So, hi everyone. I'm here for your distraction. Don't take me seriously for now, because whatever you guys have crossed so far, I have no idea. But I'm Trishiraj, again part of Kotlin User Group Chennai, yet another lead who is not being so leading at the moment. I'm sorry I came out late. The host has spotlighted me. Yeah, thanks for that, Bhavani. That's like pin of shame. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm extremely sorry, guys, that I missed the first 2 hours. We have 17 participants at the moment. I was expecting at least 70, but it's okay. We'll do with what we have. So primarily I'm an Android engineer, and that's how Kotlin came to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have probably. I was a Java engineer earlier, so switching to Kotlin was easier. I work at a fintech company called Solaris, which is based on Berlin, but I've never been invited there, so no foreign trip yet. Fingers crossed. Yes. Apart from that, I've been part of this amazing group called GDG Chennai, who's actually shown me way into tech community. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known that this existed in Chennai. I would always travel to Bangalore for that, and I have no idea about Kannada, so they hate me. But apart from that, now the Scotland journey has been fun, and I very heartily and in a very delayed fashion welcome you all for this. And special thanks to Bhavani for actually bringing up this idea with collaboration with the Learning Dev. This was an amazing idea. I think we should be doing this more often. And maybe leave hashtag offline for anyone who thinks this is better offline than online. I'm pretty sure that's, it's better offline. But if you guys can arrange a workspace, then sure, we could do it offline. But yeah, thanks for having me here, and thanks for joining everyone. I, well as just as you guys are doing, would love to co-learn right now. So, Sangeet, what did I miss? Give me a brief summary.
Okay. You missed a lot of things.
Oh, you know what? Let's make it interesting. Anyone over here who's progressed so far with
Yes.
whatever has happened right now,
That is what I was
please volunteer. I love interaction, guys. It's fine if you think whatever you say sounds stupid, because I sound way too stupid. So please open up. Anyone who thinks that they've understood what has gone so far, open your mic. This is your chance. Might as well be a speaker someday, who knows? So I'm scrolling through the list.
So we just want quick summary of what happened
Yeah.
until now.
Okay, Akshay is showing up. Yeah, I knew this guy's mic would open up. But no. Akshay, please wait. You've done enough talking. If nobody else shows up, you will be the one who's gonna give me the summary, okay? We know Akshay personally, so that is invalid. Anyone else? So hi Varad, hi Brinchraj, Sarvesh, Sandeep, Satish,
Okay,
Mubarak.
let me try from my side.
Wait. I don't get who is it?
Sultan.
Sultan. No, not you either.
So,
I don't
by the
want
way, we know these
Another not
folks.
valid one.
Yeah.
We've met all
In
of them
Kotlin
before.
Nexus. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want familiar faces, guys. I want to interact with the non-familiar ones. So
We're banning everyone now.
yeah. You
Okay,
forcefully
we'll just wait for some other people.
Oh wait. Satish has opened his mic.
Yes,
Satish.
hi Trishi.
Awesome.
So I'm an Android developer actually. I'm working in Bangalore. So I came, actually I know Sangeet personally.
Oh.
And I wanted to know, many times I have thought of working with the server side with the Kotlin or Java, but I have never tried. Just as well to explore with the Sangeet, I joined this session. So I have learned many things in this session. So it is interesting so far. So I'm working on it. uh, After this class, I will explore more on it.
So as an Android developer, you and I both know that we use something called retrofit.
Yes.
Right. So how different do you feel Ktor is? I don't want to know what have you guys done so far, but tell me how far different do you feel from retrofit?
Ktor.
Yeah.
So I have not explored more on it. It's very new to me.
Yeah, but I know
we
there's
haven't.
One key difference between retrofit and Ktor that you will feel immediately as soon as you jump into the document section. What is that?
I'm not sure about it.
We haven't jumped into the right docs.
Okay. So it's just opening and playing with the samples, right? Even if you open the samples, you will see one key difference right out of the bat. Okay. Someone give me the definition of Ktor. Like, what is Ktor? What is Ktor?
Are you putting us on spot or Sangeet on spot?
I'm not putting Sangeet on. Sangeet, close your mic. No, not the host.
So, hello.
Yeah.
So we can say that Ktor is a source which provides APIs, and retrofit will fetch that access that API.
So by provide API, do you mean we make our own API, or do you mean that Ktor has its own API?
Yeah, Ktor means we have an application server. Okay, so it will expose the API and expose the functionality that we have. We can pass the list of users, pass the products, and what retrofit will do at the client side. So it will just ping that API, and we can get that data response.
So the key difference is that Ktor is something that works on both client and server side.
Okay.
Correct. You're right. You're actually right. Nothing to owe on that. You're actually
okay.
right.
So you're saying that Ktor also runs on client side.
Correct.
Okay.
So a retrofit runs only on client side. You cannot create a server with it. While in Ktor, you can create a server as well as run it in client. Why Ktor in client when you can use retrofit would be a good question. If you want to know the answer to that, it's pretty simple because we have something called Kotlin multi-platform.
Yes.
I think we'll have another collaborative session on that, Bhavani, on Kotlin multi-platform. Yeah. So retrofit does not bode well with Kotlin multi-platform yet. There is no proper support for KMP yet. That's why we use Ktor in KMP. But that is another episode of the Learning Dev. So
that's great. I will wait for it.
Awesome.
You gave your word.
Huh?
You gave your word.
Because I missed this one for 2 hours, I need to make up for it. So I'll give it. Okay, can anyone tell me, Bhavani, you don't open your mic, okay? Because this will be very easy to you. Can anyone tell me what is the Ktor alternative to whatever you're doing right now in Python? Just a general knowledge stuff. You can create your own APIs with that.
Django.
Python, only Python library.
Flask will be there, right?
Yeah, Flask. Okay.
Yes. Who's at Flask first?
That again familiar guy.
You should give us the ban list before.
I'll give you Sultan, Akshay, Sangeet if he opens his mic. That's it.
You'll kick out of a Zoom.
No, force mute mic.
So why
Okay,
did you
fine.
say Django, not Django, but Flask?
It's just like mostly Django's web. Like I tried with the Flask with my friends. I tried with like Flask app for that AI things to connect with my mobile app. So I'm just familiar with Flask other than Django. That's the
No,
only reason.
that was not my question. My question was Trishi preferred.
No, I didn't prefer. Yeah. You could say that I chose Flask as the answer instead of Django, because at least to me, Flask is like bare bone Python, while Django is like I can sit with anyone. But Flask is super focused, super Python focused, and it's very easy to use. I personally been using Flask to create an API out of a CDN, and it's able to handle pagination as well as a big amount of data. So I'm happy with Flask. It's easier to set up.
That way, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, can we give our mic back to Sangeet?
Oh yeah.
Session forward.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I just completed my steps, by the way. 1 second. So if you guys have Postman installed on your machine, please download. If you don't have that, please download that. It will be useful for this next steps, right? So by the way, if you guys are done with all the steps, please go ahead and explore the code as we normally do. If you have any doubts, if someone wants to go ahead and explore what is happening in the code, just do that. Download the Postman thing here. If Postman doesn't working, please you guys can also download API doc. Just adding the link to that as well. This is one alternative. Postman wasn't working for some reason in my laptop. I had to download API doc. It's very similar to Postman. So yes, Satish.
Sangeet, when I am installing the MongoDB, I am getting error in terminal. I'm missing semicolon. I will share my screen.
Bhavani, are you done with the steps?
So,
Bhavani?
Yes, I am. I'm done.
1 second. So can we take this under a breakout room so that others are not? Because I see that you completed it. Okay, Satish, Bhavani will help you out.
Sure.
In a separate breakout room.
Okay.
1 second. She'll help you out with the details.
Bhavani, just another side note. I still see that there are people signing up for the event. Like I'm getting mail that there are people sitting in waitlist now. They're still registering.
You can stop.
I will close it.
Yeah. I mean, probably no point inviting them now inside.
Did you guys get an invite?
I just stopped it.
Yeah, I got an invite for joining room 1.
Yeah, just let's go help out. I'm also figuring out my way around Zoom. So, okay, I'm gonna drop here, join the group room, and then help them out.
Hi, Bhavani.
Hi.
So you can see my screen, right? Okay, so actually, let me explain what I have done so far. As Sangeet instructed, I have downloaded MongoDB Compass, and before that, so some other guy was stuck with the this step, right? Timeout issue after 30,000. So they have fixed it by running some commands like these commands, like these three commands, right? Once it is done, they have started that MongoDB. So this one, I think, right? So once all of these commands learned, I could able to start the server, right? So, but while running that this uh, while running this command itself, I am getting this error. So I don't know what is this.
I don't know what shell you are on. Is this a bash shell first? It's an Atlas shell is what I see.
It is terminal.
Yeah, it's a Mongo terminal running somewhere. You don't
Okay.
want, you just want your laptops. You're connected to something. I don't know how you got here. Maybe open a new tab.
Okay.
Just a quick note to Bhavani. If you jump to a breakout room, the recording stops in
Yes, I figured that out. If you can
Yeah.
do this, I'll go back there. If not, I have this.
So Sangeet is asking for your permission to record in his computer.
Oh, please go ahead.
So I think he asked for permission. Can you allow him?
I don't know how to do that.
Wait, let me ask him and be back.
Okay. Can you open a new terminal in your laptop? That's all that's is new window. Should be good.
Okay.
Now you do brood app.
Okay.
That's the only thing. Every other command is from here on should work.
Okay. So what is the problem here?
You're in some other terminal. I don't know how you got here, but it's a
that also I copied from here itself somewhere. I think here. I think. Don't know where. Somehow Atlas run command was there. Let me show.
That is starting an Atlas server. We don't need that. We just need the command like
Okay.
variation. From here on, just follow those commands
Okay.
in your terminal. That should work.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I have to go back for the recording. Sorry about that. I'll just close this room and then we'll meet you there.
Yeah, sure.
Bye. Close all rooms. Record.
Bhavani is back.
Yes, I think we missed the recording. I'm so sorry. I didn't know it works that way, but we are recording again. What did I miss?
I was just pinpointing at people and asking if things are working.
Okay. Actually,
It is working.
I have a
Gopinath and Ashokan. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So I think even my Mongo is connected, no issues there, everything is fine. But then every time I assume this routing is also just /car/ nothing else. So when I do that, it's going to page not working. But when
Yes.
hello world.
So we missed something here, right? So it is not just /cars. It is a post request. So that's why we need the postman thing out there, right?
Okay.
So whatever you're trying to do is a get request. So we haven't defined a get handler.
This 19 should work, no?
No, that will not work. It will throw out a different exception. I can tell you what
Throwing
it
an error.
is. It will probably throw out a hex string 24 characters. So you have to give out. It's a dumb issue, I know. So it has to have 24 characters. If you give out 24 characters, it will tell car not found.
Okay.
So,
Oh, it should give its 24 characters, is it?
correct.
I'll try that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Just ask ChatGPT.
I
Oh, you're doing math. Nice.
thinks this one more of this.
Why exactly is it this way?
So the error handling isn't done properly there. That's the problem. The sample is a little dumb. We'll get to that.
So which sample have you chosen?
So go to start.ktor.io, right?
Yeah.
And in that, search under plugins, select MongoDB, right? Add MongoDB, and then download the project.
Oh.
I think we might have to go way past our time here. It's already 12:45. But I'll just try to show what's happening and show you guys what's the whole setup and stuff here, right? So I have the server up and running on my machine. So if you can see here, this is that, and then I have downloaded Postman here. So now I can communicate with using my Postman. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a post thing, post request. So if I look into my database, I don't have anything here, right? Just refreshing this here, there's nothing here. So I'm going to do is I'm just going to understand what is happening here. So so we've defined a post request and we are doing call.receive of car. So car is basically a KT file, which is just a data class in Kotlin. So what's happening here is we have to if we send a JSON object with brand name, model, and then number, so this will basically receive that particular object, and then it will call service.create, and it will pass in the object that we are sending, right? And then in call service, so call service is a class which interacts with the MongoDB connection that we have, and it has created a collection, and under the collection, if you look at the create method, we have insert this method called as insert one. So it will basically insert one particular document into your collection, Mongo collection. So if you're very new to Mongo, I think Mongo has something, when you say collection, it is an array, and then when it's a document, it is a JSON object. Yes. Just correct me if I'm wrong. Even I'm very new to Mongo here. But then let's just try this out. So I'm going to Postman. So this is a post request, and in body, I'm just going to do raw, select the content type as JSON, create a JSON object here. So the JSON object has to be in this form. So it has to have brand name. Sorry, brand name. Which is such a it's a car, right? So car brand Hyundai, and then sir, the model 20, the mass population, number, so, right? So what we've done here is we've created a JSON object for this, and we're just going to make the post request. Let's see what is the response here. Yes, 405 method.
Yeah, the endpoint is
Okay, I'm
slash
missing
car.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
missing out on the car. So if you see here, this is cars. People are attentive. Nice. I'm just going to send. So it says 201 created, and this is our car ID, right? And if you go to your Mongo Compass, you should refresh it, and yes, voila, you can see your Mongo. I mean, you can see your data that is inserted inside your Mongo collection, right? So let's just do one more. I 10, 1, 2, 3, 5. Nothing like that. So giving it another variant. Refresh. Just one document. It should say two documents. Yes. Just do command R on this window, and it should just refresh. Right. So we have these two things on here, right? And if you see here, we have the get request, right? So just try out the get request. I'll just create another collection. I can just duplicate this. Duplicate. Yes. So it should be a get request and then r/id. Or you can just do this on your browser as well. Just copy the ID and down there. And yes, you should have your thing returned as a JSON object. So this can be also done on your browser, by the way. Have the object. So this is just get and this, and then we have also update car, and we also have delete car, right? We can also you guys can also try that out. So we just have 10 more minutes on the clock. So our initial plan is to just do the session from 10 to 1. So if you guys have any doubts or something, we can discuss. So if you explore this whole setup down here, you can understand what is happening. So how the DB connection is being made. So I think it's under. So the car schema is where we have defined the car object, and then in the car service, we have defined how to connect to basically the Mongo database. And this also creates the collection basically. So in your init, right? So init is something like a constructor thing in Kotlin. And in your init, we are creating the collection, and we have a reference to the collection in order to do the insert, delete, update, and all the CRUD operations later on. We are having this reference, right? And if you go to this, there should be a Mongo. Okay. So if you go to databases file, right? So there will be a method called as connect to Mongo. So I think it's all down here. So this has to which host we have to connect, to which port we have to connect, and everything, right? So what is the database name and everything. So you can configure all this here. So I think Sarvesh or someone had an issue with a conflicting database, right? So Sarvesh, you can go ahead and change this database to a different name. Probably that will create a new database. And
database is solved for problem solved. I already solved that.
It is solved, right? Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
So this is all with the basic CRUD operation out there. So this has the whole setup. Since we don't have much time, if someone has issues, we can get into it. But then, yeah. So the whole part of this is again, this setup just took like 30 minutes when we were just on a one-to-one call yesterday. I think we had a one-to-one call. I had a one-to-one call with Bhavani. But then to just understand the whole process and everything, it takes time. So yeah, I think that's why it just took so long time. But then yeah, hope it was all useful for you guys. And yeah, any issues that you guys face, uh, are facing, just try it out. Just go ahead. Could someone do a request, post request? Do hashtag completed, right? Yeah, please.
I did do the post request, but when I was trying to break the system, like giving bad IDs or at least deleting the object and trying with the same ID, that error handling part didn't work for some reason, still crashing. I know there
Okay,
is.
I can share it. So I just, yeah, I just, so just with this 24 characters, I'm just trying it. So it just returns 404, meaning
Oh,
it's not 4, right?
okay, then it's working.
Yes. So just make sure there are 24 characters here. That's one issue with this. Maybe if you guys have time, please just dive into it and see if you can give a proper error if it's not. So this particular thing is basically throwing an exception if you don't have. If you look at the logs here, you can basically look at the logs in your terminal. Sorry, I didn't tell that initially. So if there is an application error that's happening, it will show up in your log, right? Yes. Sorry, I should. It's just 500 internal server error, right? So if that happens, you can see here. So it says unhandled get, and this is a illegal argument exception which is thrown in this, right? Car schema
Routing, not wrong.
Yeah, should go to routing.
No, it's the Mongo ID.
Correct. I'm just trying to look at where is that particular line so that we can add a try catch. So we are doing a read, right? We are using coroutines. So coroutines needs proper try catch. So you can do try catches here itself. And then just wrap this around that. If there is an exception, just return null. So in this case, let's try to rerun. How to bring back this. So you can specify options properly, but then yeah.
Yeah, at least it's
To this stays for
cool. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah. So one thing for Android developers out there is if you are we have to properly give return proper response codes out there. So in this case, the application was returning a 500 out there for unknown car ID, but then we just fixed it and made it return 404 so that applications which are going to use this will at least understand what is happening, right? Understand things properly. So these are all some things that we need to take care of. I haven't gone too deep into things, but hope this will all give you an idea of how to set up the whole server and do the basic CRUD operations, right? Okay, it's already one. I think this is the end of it. We have 1, 2, 3 hashtag completed. What about the others? Any updates? Did you guys? So basically, your server would have run already with hashtag one more. Yeah. So I'm just trying. We're just trying to respect everyone's time here. I think everyone will be hungry.
Hey, I think some more messages recording not there, not found.
We can also show some message. Yes, we can show error. We can send an error object out there which says hunger is for the weak. I'm weak too. I'll agree. Oh shit. Yeah, actually, we'll connect offline if you want.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Actually, it's just that the Gradle thing is not building, but the rest all stuff I've got it sorted.
Yeah, I have to say that too. Like, I have no clue what Android is. I have no clue what Ktor is, Kotlin is, none of those. But I still had so much fun doing this. I think this is my entry towards building an Android application for real. And I want that session from you guys, definitely, because I want this backend and I want to build an UI for this and then make it a full-fledged application. Even if it's like, I'm going to track all my favorite cars, I will do that.
So how easy? So one question for you is how easy is building a Ktor application when compared to Fast API that you guys had already, right? Did someone else attend the Fast API session that Bhavani conducted?
I don't think so. None of them here. Maybe Sultan, but I don't remember. So the templates part was very new for me, or at least Fast API is new. We only get like one template for the whole application. But the whole website of Ktor has given me inspiration to do take that to the Python ecosystem. That thing is very new for me. So, and it also gives you everything, right? Like you have to, for example, for people, we had to explain what is create engine, how do you connect to an SQLite server, what that line does internally, all that. Now we are cutting all that crap and just directly going to the core of it. So that's what make the session so useful, I guess.
I have a note on that. I'm actually pretty happy to see that a lot of you are waiting for KMP session. I mean, I do want to do it. I'm not saying that we wouldn't, but just as an idea suggestion, just so it gets exposed to Bhavani, I just suggested that we could do a KMP session and she accepted to it. So I think we should actually do a KMP session.
Yes.
Soon. That sounds like something. And for anyone who still wants to explore Ktor on how much we can use it or anything, do make sure to follow our page, KUG Chennai.
Yes.
We'll be dropping reels and code snippets and all of those cool stuff over there. Hopefully that could be some good use to you guys. Yes, thank you for that, Bhavani. That link tree has everything. But for anyone who wants to try understanding what is KMP, very basics, there is a GitHub page as well on that link tree. And there's a repository called Wall Street. So it's basically just a Wall Street app, but download it or download the source code and then try running it in your IntelliJ IDEA and try figuring out. Maybe you would have some kind of understanding of it until we meet next time, just for that. I think, Sangeet, we should also announce something big that's coming up. That is also, again, Bhavani, it's related to GDG Chennai, the pre-events. Did we announce that?
We didn't. Go ahead. Please do the honor.
Yes. Awesome. So, for all the 15 parts 15, there's a number missing. Someone left early. Okay, for all the other 15s, we have an amazing hackathon coming up as part of a pre-event that's dedicated to DevFest Chennai 2024. For anyone who doesn't know DevFest Chennai 2024, if you're in the tech space community, you're missing a lot, because DevFest is going to be a blast for anyone who's into tech, all right? So it's going to be a tech conference, and we have a lot of pre-events planned just for that. And we are proud to be a part of that on hosting few of the pre-events as planned, and one of them is co-hacks, which we'll be doing from the side of Kotlin. So co-hacks is going to be a full day Kotlin hack and slash chat GPT here and there, copy pasta code, and do your own project with 4 use cases of Kotlin. That is an Android application, or it could be a cross-platform application, or it could be something into data analysis, or building your own server or client with Ktor. So that's why we actually jumped into this. And this is going to be an offline session, guys. Food is on us, don't worry. At least for the food show up. We are expecting a large number. Huh?
We haven't sent the venue mail yet.
Exactly. I don't want to reveal the venue now because I want to see how many are actually interested to go and search and find this out, right? I don't want to reveal the venue. It is local, guys. Don't worry. It's not going to be some resort or something. It's going to be an office space, but it'll still be fun. Okay. So I hope to see you all over there as well. And the date is going to be September 21st. Confirmed, yes. And stay tuned with our Insta page.
September 21st and broke my heart. It's PyCon.
Okay. One second.
Oh, yes.
I forgot one thing totally, right? Since we have so much people here on the call, I would like to take the honor of telling out who's the most active participant out here. Bhavani, did you track that down?
I have a guess.
And that's me? Is it me?
Oh.
You joined late.
We have a surprise for them, by the way.
We don't have drum roll, yeah. Reveal it already.
If we do countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Winner is
again. How suspense?
Bhavani, you have to reveal it.
I have to reveal it?
Yeah.
You're the host.
Okay. I asked you to track, right? You didn't track.
I didn't track.
Oh,
I have
God. Okay, let's do one thing. Then we'll not waste too much of your time, guys. We'll take just 1 minute. And we have a question for you. Let's just do a question.
Oh no.
Right? Fast fingers first. Sorry. The fast finger wins. So what is the question? I'll just not. It's a very easy question. Sorry. What's the other alternative for Postman that I posted? Please put it on the comments. Insomnia.
I was typing that.
I was gonna say Python request.
Hardcore
Nice.
Python
What's the other tool? What's the other alternative for Postman?
I'm so hardcore.
Insomnia. That's right.
That's right.
No,
No?
No. What I meant, insomnia. What do you mean by insomnia?
That is a client like Postman. You asked what is the alternative to
No,
Postman.
whatever I gave.
What did you give? Oh, I probably missed that.
You're a bad student.
Yeah. Bruno, is that what you did? That is also an alternative.
It's become so hard. I'm not giving you a clue. No.
You were talking about Postman only, no.
Yes, I was talking about Postman. I showed you Postman.
Yeah.
I also said another tool out there. Come on.
Meanwhile, people, how many of you are searching it in ChatGPT?
It's there,
like
guys.
Alternative to Postman.
Guys, it's there with you. That's the clue. Swagger is a doc, by the way, an API doc. But I think you can still do requests with it.
I'm going to be Googling now.
No, what I'm saying is the answer is with you. I mean, you guys have a link to the tool itself. Okay, I'm not.
Browser. That's the best answer. Browser is the best answer. Browser, yes.
Hey guys, come on.
Call. Actually, yes.
Oh, okay. Sultan Garden. Right.
API dogger.
When?
Where is that coming from?
Hey, it's on the doc, man. we've shared a Google Doc, right? I just posted it on.
Guys,
he just mentioned in the Google Docs next to the postman.
Guys, read docs, guys. Read docs.
That's the only thing.
Where is it?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Of all the errors we made, this is the one he's so disappointed about. So I'm so happy.
Okay. Fine.
So Sultan is the one.
Okay. So the gift is something very interesting. So we are going to give out IntelliJ ID Ultimate Edition key to Sultan. So it's valid. It'll be valid for 1 year.
Wow.
So we have to thank GDG Chennai for giving that out to us. So we got it from Som. So yeah, congrats Sultan on that. Yeah, hope it'll be useful for you. So yeah, please do attend other events. So we haven't officially got the licenses that we can distribute. So with this events that we are conducting regularly, I think we'll under KG Chennai also we'll start getting official licenses that we can give out very soon. So yeah, that's there. Congrats Sultan, by the way.
Cool. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I'll contact you over.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's just a fun thing. I just randomly go to the duck.
Okay, that's where I told it's with you guys.
It's you. I'm just after Postman, I saw like some open source for Bruno, somewhat like, and then after you pointing out it's you, then we just randomly go to the duck. That's all.
Okay, cool. Awesome. We'll send out feedback forms. I think Bhavani, you'll be doing that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Please go ahead with the closing of Bhavani. Yeah.
So, closing note, yes. Thank you so much, Sangeet. Thank you so much, Trishi, for bringing KUG Chennai into Learning Dev. We had so much fun. Like I said, I am not even in the spectrum of Android or Kotlin or Java. So for me, it was like, yeah, I can't tackle anything. And that's what the spirit of Learning Dev is also about. It's not about building that fanciest application, but it's just a matter of getting started. And you all are the last people standing. 3 hours is not an easy thing on a weekend. I know the impact of that. And so thank you so much for putting all the time and effort. We're going to bring you a lot more sessions like this and a lot more fun sessions. Like I said, I really want to build an Android front end and connect this with the backend. So all of that will be put in motion. Engineering endurance. Endurance to endure pain, I guess. So thank you so much for everybody who joined and everybody who couldn't make it and going to be watching this in the video. Last but not the least, you're going to get, you should have already got a feedback email now. When you put the rating, there is very good at one end and not so good at another end. You decide, but just be conscious because Luma is very weird in that. That's one. Number two, also write a few lines as to what your experience was, how you started 3 hours before the event and how it ended. Those words will really make an impact on making this community better. So I read everything that you're going to be writing out. So please do that. With that request, I'll see you in another session. Thank you so much for joining. And have a great weekend. Bye-bye. Signing off.
Bye.
Thank you all.
Thanks very much, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.